What's up, everybody? I'm ZWade, the ZWade, and ZWade Photo. And today we're doing another cheap-ass glass video, and this is the Nikon 100mm f2.8 series. If you haven't seen the first video on this, I encourage you to go do that so you can kind of see what I know so far going into this. I've actually never shot this lens before, and this is the lens that I mentioned in the unwrapping video that I had never actually even heard of, which is shocking for a Nikon lens. I didn't know anything about the E series. And so we're going to do some test shots today. But before I do, I want to invite you to zwadephoto.com. Roll the promo.
There you can check out my personal art portfolio, 4 different categories containing my favorite images of those categories. If you want to help support the channel, you can swing by the print shop and pick you up a print. I have several end rolls ready to go right now. You could swing by the ZWade Photo merch shop and pick yourself up a Do It Right, Do It Raw coffee mug. We also have the ZWade Photo t-shirt available in 2 colors, and guys, the material is soft, as are the hoodies. The material is so soft. These are available in 3 colors, navy blue, black, and if white clothing is your thing, we've got it in white. Last but not least, my favorite, the embroidered ZWade Photo hat, available in 2 colors. If you'd like to help support this channel, swing by zwadephoto.com.
Okay, so right off the bat, I have never seen a lens that flares so bad. I have got all of the colors of a very distinguishable rainbow flying through, and I'm not even at the sun. I mean, it's definitely coming through. I can actually also see some internal dust, and my focus peaking is telling me that the dust is in focus. That's fun. Very, very bad flaring. This was, if you watched the first video, you'll hear me explain that the E series was a budget series of lenses of about 5 primes and 3 zooms, I believe. And so, I mean, something as horrible as this glare that I just took another picture of, that's kind of to be expected on, I guess, like a budget-friendly lens. But it's easy to avoid that. We just change the direction that we're shooting in. I will say that just looking through the viewfinder, it seems to be pretty nice, actually. Even though it's a budget lens. I'm not expecting these to be incredibly sharp, because Nikon didn't even claim that they were incredibly sharp. They were supposed to be decently sharp. And just an overall good enough lens for somebody who is interested in maintaining a tighter budget. Stay. Good girl. All right, let's check our focusing distance. So it's absolutely terrible. You can't really get that close at all. I mean, it's fine for like a portrait, but you know, we're just being honest here. See what we could do with color. See what the color saturation is like on the Cozy Coupe. I wish it was springtime to where there could be more color, but it's not, so it won't. And since this is a portrait lens, I'm going to step over here and I'm going to take a portrait of my friend Brendan, who is being my camera guy right now. Down here and get Brendan's eye under his hat. Thank you, Brendan. We'll do a nude one next time. You want to do boudoir? Yeah. Let's just make it a porno then. I'll flip the camera around. I'll hold it. I'll hold the camera. You tease my audience. We'll call you Daddy Brendan. Okay, now I've lost my train of thought and I forgot what we were doing. We'll step over here. Actually, while I'm here, take a picture of this corn. Oh yeah, I forgot the focus distance fucking sucks. We could test how this lens does with highlights, because some lenses actually do worse with highlights. A perfect example is the Viltrox 85-1.8 for the Z mount. It's actually better to put a filter on the end of that one just to kind of tame down the highlights, because it really just doesn't care for them. We got some nice leading lines. I think that's enough for the images for this. Let's hop inside and we'll check out the actual images in Lightroom and see how this lens that I've never heard of actually performed.
All right, we are now in Lightroom with the 100mm 2.8 E series. And again, I want to remind you that I went out and reshot all of these because I lost the original shots from whenever I did the live in the field videos. I'm really excited to look at these because this is the lens, I'll say again, that I had never heard of. And I am a Nikon shooter, and I love Nikon glass, and so I'm interested to see what the E-Series was all about. The E-Series, if you didn't see the unwrapping, was a cost-effective lens for, you know, budget-conscious consumers. It wasn't designed to be, you know, the bee's knees. It was designed to be a decent lens at an affordable price. I love the way that they look. They look really cool, but they are very plasticky. So, in these, I was trying to show you the flaring. So this is another lens that gets rainbow flaring. At least through the viewfinder, I could see every single color. But anyway, yeah. So I just wanted to show you that. So this is definitely like the sharpest that we've done so far. So far, it looks like it's exactly what the E-Series was supposed to be, decently sharp. Let's look at the texture. Okay, so this actually brings in some of the colors of the tree bark here, so that's okay. It's decently sharp. Pretty good contrast. Accurate on color. It should be should be sharp through here. Probably missed it a little bit. Looks like maybe a little purple fringing. Maybe a little bit. We'll see in other shots if it's fringing. Let's give this a little play around here. Yeah, the description of decent lenses is very, very true. It seems decent. Oh, this is our black and white. Decent range of tones. It doesn't have like a ton of pop, but it does have a decent tonal range in the black and white. We got some green fringing. A little bit soft. Whoa, Zach, what the hell are you doing? The black and whites are pleasant. They don't scream, but they're okay. I think this lens should be a lot cheaper at this point than what it is, because I mean it is decent as it should be, according to Nikon. It is decent, but at this point, as old as this lens is, there are definitely better lenses. The 105 2.5 is a much better lens, and you can get those for just dirt cheap. $100 maybe or less. As I'm doing this, I don't remember how much this lens is, but you can go back to the unwrapping to see that. This lens should be much cheaper. Maybe it's because they only did the E-Series once. Maybe that's why there's some kind of legacy price associated with it. I don't know, but this looks pretty nice in color. The colors in the background are pretty good. I would be happy with this lens as like a starter lens. If I knew exactly what I was getting. Like if I knew what the E-Series was supposed to be, I would be happy with this for like a 100-ish or 100 range lens to like start out with. It doesn't really have enough character that I'll probably ever use it again. It's perfect for this series because it's finally something that is exactly what it should be. You know, decent. It's definitely like the least soft so far. That's good. Now, I would consider this a portrait lens, and so this is what I'm looking forward to. That looks pretty sharp in here. So at this distance, it's really good. Yeah, I would be very happy with this as like a starter lens. somebody who just loves lenses and just likes to collect lenses, maybe not. But unless they just wanted to collect all the E-series lenses, I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty sharp. Nice, okay. Why don't we give that a little vignette, maybe? We kind of missed focus a little bit on that one. Alright, so this lens isn't too bad. I don't want to call this cheap-ass glass. I want to call this too expensive glass, because it's not like a cheap-ass hunk of junk. It's kind of overpriced. I mean, I understand it's old, but it's kind of overpriced at what I paid for it. But perfect for this series, because it is actually accurately described online. And so let me know in the comments below if you've ever used or heard of this particular lens. I'm ZWade, the ZWade, and ZWade Photo, and the Nikon 100mm f2.8e is a little overpriced cheap-ass glass.